YouTube monetization is pretty much the goal for every single YouTuber on the platform. But there's a lot that goes into monetization and it can get confusing pretty quickly. So if you are trying to get monetized on YouTube in 2024, then this video is for you. First, let's go over the requirements to get monetized because now there are a few different ways you can get into the partner program. Now, the first option for getting monetized is with their fan-funded program, which means you get funded from the community and you do not get access to ads on this lower tier. So you can get super chats, super stickers, super thanks, different things that people can give you money during live streams and on your individual videos as well. And to access this lower tier, you need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. But long form content is not the only way that you can get into the program anymore. Since Shorts is really blowing up, they also added a way for you to get monetized through your Shorts as well. And to get into this lower fan funded tier, you need 3 million Shorts views in the last 90 days. Now, if you do monetize through Shorts and you get 3 million views in 90 days, then your long form content will be monetized as well and vice versa. But this is just two separate ways that you can get into the program. And then they have the full access to monetization, which is the old way to get monetized, which is you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. Now, this gets a little confusing because it is not the last 12 months. It is not January to December, and then by December, you start completely over with your watch hours and things like that. No, it is a rolling 365-day period, which means every single day you are gaining and losing watch hours. So go back 366 days on your channel, and whatever you got 366 days ago, you are going to be losing that. So every single day you are losing what happened 366 days ago and hopefully gaining as well. So it's a little bit like a rat race. You're always losing watch hours and hopefully gaining more than you're losing so that you can keep up with everything that is that you're losing. When you get into this higher tier, this is full monetization. You have access to the shop, you have access to the super chats, super stickers, you have access to ads as well, which is of course the main thing that people want is they want access to ads being played on their videos. And there is one other way for Shorts for this as well, but the requirement is so ridiculous. You need 10 million Shorts views in the last 90 days in order to get monetized for the higher tier. This is good for Shorts creators that have Shorts that go viral, but for me, I will never, ever, ever hit this requirement. I think it's really high, but this just goes to show you what views YouTube values more. They're going to value the long form content more than they are the views from short form content. Your Shorts really are not going to be making that much money if you are not getting a ton of views. Long form content is always going to make you the most, but either way, everything's going to be monetized once you hit that threshold. Now, it's definitely not easy to get monetized on YouTube, and it took me over a year to do it myself, but there are a few things that you can do to hopefully speed up the process and get monetized even faster. So let's go over some of the tips that I recommend to helping you get your YouTube channel monetized way quicker. Now, the first thing is consistent uploads. You really don't want to be missing uploads during this time period of trying to get monetized, which is what I call a rat race, because like I said, you're always losing and gaining watch hours. So you feel like you're on a treadmill trying to constantly keep up with all the watch hours that you are losing. So if you are missing uploads, you're obviously not going to be getting watch time for those uploads that you completely missed. So it is super, super important that you are consistent with the YouTube videos that you are putting out so that you are getting a chance for more subscribers, you're getting the chance for more watch hours, and you just can get monetized quicker. Time is not on your side here because you are always losing watch hours from 366 days ago. So if you are not consistently uploading and not making up what you missed on top of getting more watch hours, then you're never going to hit the actual threshold for monetization. And honestly, unless your videos are going super viral, I don't recommend posting only one video a week when you're trying to get monetized. I think that that is going to take a lot longer for you to get monetized if you ever get monetized at all, because for a long while there, I was posting one video a week and my videos were doing okay, but I realized towards the end of my race to get monetized that I would need to upload 2 if I wanted to get monetized quicker. And then eventually I started uploading 3 videos a week, which was really difficult and I don't think is necessarily sustainable. At least it's not for me, but it is good for a short period of time in order to just get you monetized, get ahead, continue gaining those watch hours. So you may want to upload 2 times a week if you can, 3 times a week. I know that's going to be really difficult, but even even doing that for a month or two is going to put you more ahead than doing one video a week. However, you could put out 10 terrible videos a month that absolutely never perform, and you're just going to be wasting your time. And that's not really what we're looking for here. It's not so much the volume of videos that you put out, but it's the quality behind them. So you really want to be putting out high quality content. You're going to need a good video idea, a good thumbnail to get clicks, and not only that, but a good video in general that is going to keep people watching for longer, because what we need is watch time. The clicks don't necessarily matter if the watch time is not there. So if you put out 10 videos a month, but no one actually stays to watch them, then those 10 videos were kind of just wasting your time. So you really want to put out the best quality videos that you can in order to keep people watching for as long as possible. You also want to pay attention to what works. Look at your stats, see what videos are doing well, and then do more of that type of video. When I noticed that my Pinterest videos were taking off in the beginning, I spent a year to a year and a half doing absolutely nothing but Pinterest videos, because that was what was doing well. Now, you obviously don't need to go to this extreme where you're only focusing on one specific topic, but definitely pay attention to your stats, see what videos are doing well, and do more of that type of content more often than your other content. And then once you're monetized, you can branch out and do whatever you want. I mean, you still obviously want to keep doing the content that does well. You don't want to just completely go off the rails, but focus on what is working, what is driving the traffic, what is driving the attention when you are trying to get monetized so that you can get monetized. And then when you're monetized and you're not on that rat race anymore, you can branch out and expand your topics a little bit more. Which, by the way, if you do need help understanding YouTube analytics and figuring out what videos do well, check out this video right here where I go through everything you need to know about YouTube monetization. Now, let's say you do all that and you finally reach monetization. What happens next? You're going to get an email letting you know that you can apply. However, if you are as excited as I was, you don't need to wait for that email. You can just go into the back end of your YouTube studio and apply for monetization right then and there. As soon as you hit the requirements, you are allowed to apply. Which, if you didn't know, you can actually get denied acceptance into the YouTube Partner Program, and you can get kicked out of the YouTube Partner Program. It's not a guarantee that you are going to get in just because you hit those requirements. But as far as I know, very few people get denied. So as long as you are following the community guidelines, you are putting out original content, you're doing everything right, then there's not really much that you have to worry about. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get accepted. So it's not something to worry about, but it is something to note that you can get denied for joining the YouTube Partner Program. And the first monetization threshold that you'll hit is going to be that lower tier. And I recommend that you apply for that as soon as you can. Even if you don't plan on ever live streaming, even if you don't plan on getting the super stickers and the super chats and all that stuff, and you're not going to use this lower tier, I still recommend that you apply. Now, this was not an option when I got monetized, so I'm not 100% positive, but I have heard from other people that if you apply for this lower tier and you get accepted, when you hit the higher tier to get access to everything and ads and stuff like that, you will get accepted quicker because they've already viewed your channel once. So as soon as you hit that monetization requirement for the lower fan-funded tier, I recommend that you apply for that. For me, it took just a few days to hear back from monetization, and then I got that acceptance email. And then once you get monetized, you can immediately go in and start monetizing your YouTube channel. And you are actually allowed to go back and put ads into all of your old videos. So it doesn't automatically do it for you. You have to actually turn on monetization for all of your old videos. And then if your video is longer than 8 minutes, you get to put mid-roll ads in your videos, which means they show up in the middle of the video. You do not get to do that automatically. You have to actually turn that on. So let's head to the computer and I can show you exactly what you need to do in the back end of YouTube. So I'm in the back end of YouTube Studio right here. And to get to the monetization section, you got to go down here to earn. And this is what it would look like once you get monetized. So I am currently using watch page ads, short feed ads, and super chats. You can do memberships, you can do shopping. There's a few other things that I am not doing that you can do if you would like. And then another thing too is you have to actually set up your ability to get paid. So you're going to need a Google AdSense account because that is how you actually get paid out. And you can link this before you get monetized so that you don't have to wait for the linking to happen. You can do this way before you get monetized so that it is ready to go. And you can see my setup is complete, and it lets you know that when you meet the payout threshold, which is $100, you have to make $100 before YouTube will pay you out. And then if you have no payment hold, which I've never had any, so don't worry about that. You will typically receive your payment between the 21st and the 26th of the month. So I always receive mine the 21st or the 22nd. They're very good about paying out very quickly as long as you've hit that $100 threshold. So if you are not monetized yet, which I'm assuming you're not if you're watching this video, make sure that you have your AdSense for YouTube hooked up already so that when you do get monetized, it is all ready to go and accepted and you don't have to wait any longer. But I do want to show you what it looks like when you are putting ads into your videos. So I'm just going to go over here to content and edit my latest video so you can see where the ads are going to be. Now this isn't what it's going to look like when you upload a video. It's going to be a little bit different of a screen, but it's going to be essentially the exact same thing. So monetization tab here, you need to turn monetization on. And then as you can see, only videos longer than 8 minutes are eligible for mid-roll ads during the video. So of course I picked the one video that this example does not work on. So let me go to a different one. Monetization. You can see it's on, and then I have place ads during the video. Mid-roll, I have this on because this video is 10 minutes and 33 seconds. Now these are the different types of ads that you will get. Pre-roll ads, which means they roll before the video. Mid-roll, which means they roll in the middle. And post-roll, which means they roll at the end of the video. You used to be able to pick what type of ads that you can do, but now YouTube has made it a lot simpler and they just decide what is best for the viewer. So you will have non-skippable ads, skippable ads, and then display ads as well, and you get paid for all of them. So your video is going to load down here and you're going to be able to play through it so you can see where you want to place your ads. Now this is a bit subjective of where you want to place them. You can have YouTube place them automatically, but generally the YouTube placements are incredibly garbage. I will have a 10-minute video and they'll place an ad right here at the end, and that'll be the only video ad that they play in the whole video. So they're pretty garbage. I never use the place automatically button. And if it does place them automatically, I will delete them and put them in myself. And the way that I like to place my ads is I will, as you can see, place them a few minutes apart. It really depends on how long is the video, what am I talking about, and I try to focus on the user experience the most. That is my top priority, is the viewer experience, because I don't want to slam my video with a bunch of ads and then they get annoyed with the amount of ads that are played and then they leave. That is not my main goal. Monetization and making money through ads is not ever going to be my main goal, because I want people to learn things from my videos. I want them to come back. I want them to keep watching. I want them to stay subscribed. And so I don't put a lot of ads in my videos. So this is a 10-minute and a 32-second video, and there's 4 ads. I have one at 1:46, 4:48, 7:31, and 9:26. And I also pay attention to what is being said. So I will not place an ad intentionally in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a point, or anything like that. I wait until the point is done, until there's a natural break in the video where there's not really too much more information happening if I'm switching from point to point. And it's also a good reset of attention, because if someone's not paying attention to your video very much, or they're maybe scrolling through their phone, they're gonna reset their attention to your video when they have an ad playing. And so it's a good reset so that people can come back to the video, hit the skip ad, and then hopefully keep paying attention. That's the ultimate goal here. And if I am trying to sell a course maybe, or a product, or an affiliate product, I won't typically place an ad there, because I don't want the ad to distract people from what I'm saying, because me selling a Pinterest Simplicity course is going to make me more money than that 30-second ad will. So just be conscious of what it is that you're saying, where you're talking in the video, and I will try to place an ad usually a minute or 2 into the video so that people can get the intro, they can get a little bit invested, and then there's an ad so that they're forced to watch at least one ad before they leave, because typically my average view duration is about 5 to 6 minutes. So at the very least, they're going to watch one ad, and I'll get a little bit of income for that. And if you don't know how to place an ad, it's super simple. I'm just going to go through, and normally I would play part of it. I'm actually going to mute this so we don't hear it, but I'm going to play part of my ad and say, okay, maybe this right here was a good place to place an ad, because we're switching points clearly. I'm moving to something else, and you just hit ad break, and that's it, and it will place the ad there. You can also drag the ad to wherever you want it to go, and you can put in a specific time. So let's say as you're watching through your video where you want to place an ad. When I'm editing, sometimes I will decide, okay, I want an ad to go here, and I'll make a note of the time so that you can just type in, let's say you want it 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The ad is going to switch to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. You can also change it up here as well, and then you can also delete if you want to delete the ads, and then you can have a zoom in if you really want to get precise. They also have like 10-second skip buttons too, and then the play and the pause is up here, but I typically just use my space bar. It depends what you're clicked on though, but if you are clicked on the video, you can pause and play the video just simply with your space bar, so you can really get exactly where you need it to go. And then the last thing was specifically placing ads. Not every single time that you place an ad will one be played. YouTube it's at their discretion if they decide an ad should be played there. If there's not an ad available to play at that spot, at that moment for that viewer, then an ad will not play. So you are basically just telling YouTube, here is the designated places in my video that I would like an ad to play. It's not going to interrupt my content. This is what I am deciding. And then YouTube will say, yes, we have an ad to play there, or no, we do not have an ad to play there, which is why your video views and ad revenue is different all the time, because if there's an ad there, then they'll play it. And if not, they won't. So sometimes that's why your ad revenue is kind of all over the place. And you'll notice that when you get monetized, that your ad revenue is not consistent, which we will talk about as well. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into that and actually talk about making money on YouTube and what that actually looks like. Because like I said, every single month is going to be a little bit different, and there's a lot of reasons why that is different. Now, my income has been pretty steady, and I'll show you what mine actually is, but it is slightly different every single month. So if we head to the analytics tab here, I'm going to go over to the revenue tab and show you what you're going to see when you are monetized. This is going to be my estimated revenue for the last 28 days. So I'm going to just do March so we can see a full month. You can see exactly how much money I made every single day and when videos were uploaded. You can also go into see more and see like way more stats. I typically don't go this far into it, but if you want to see how much every single video made with the RPM and the monetized playbacks and all that different stuff, you can see that in here. So basically, like this video right here has made me $126 in March, and the RPM is $41. And if you don't know what RPM is, it stands for revenue per milli, which doesn't really mean much, but essentially what that means, this is a metric that represents how much money you've earned per 1,000 views. So for every 1,000 views, I will earn $41. And the estimated monetized playbacks means this is how many views actually got monetized. So not every single view is monetized, as I mentioned. So this is how much it got monetized. And then you have your CPM, which is how much advertisers are paying per 1,000 views on your video. So this is what I am making. This is what YouTube is making, essentially what ad companies are paying. And then you can see the actual views. But the actual views I got in this video was 3,087, and the monetized views was 2,700. And then you'll get a snapshot of the last 6 months, how things are going, and your content performance, which videos are making the most money. Now, of course, this one is making me the most money here. And my estimated revenue for March, which is actually what I got, was $294. And I got 11,900 views with my RPM, which is revenue for every 1K views, at $24.88. Now this changes every single month. And if you want to see, you can see my shorts as well. They don't do very well. I also don't post that many. I got 360 views on shorts, 7 cents for every 1,000 views. And my estimated revenue was 3 cents for shorts. I don't really mess with shorts because, as you can see, they don't do very well. They don't make much money. I focus on this. But your RPM is going to change every single month. So let's head back to February. You can see my revenue is now $20.60. So my revenue, I think it went down. It went from $275. No, it went up. $275 to $294 because obviously was making more money. I was making about $4 more. And then in April, we are only 9 days into the month, and I've not posted a video yet. This is gonna be the first video I post for the month. So revenue is down, which is totally fine. It's my fault completely. And now I am down to $19.55 for every 1,000 views. And that's likely because I have not been uploading. So because this number changes every single month, that is why your revenue is different. And it also depends on what videos are getting views, how much money are those videos making, and different things like that. So it is always completely different. But as you can see from the last couple of months, it's been relatively steady for me, but still different. And there are a few other factors that go into your CPM and your RPM and how much companies are paying, how much you're making, different things like that. Because the whole point of ads on your YouTube videos is companies want people to buy things from those ads. So if more people are buying things in that month, then the more companies are willing to pay for those ads to be shown. For example, the fourth quarter of the year, October, November, and December. Obviously, that is Christmas time. People are going to be buying more, so the ad revenue is typically higher through the fourth quarter of the year. But by the first quarter of the year, by January, everybody's broke. Nobody's buying anything, so ad revenue typically goes down, and then it will bounce back up in the middle of the year. It fluctuates all of the time. And there are so many different factors that go into how you make money on YouTube and what you're gonna be making every single month. Once you get to this point, I've been monetized for, I believe, over a year now. It does get pretty steady, as you can see from my stats there, but it is still relatively random. So hopefully that was a good overview of everything that you need to know about the YouTube monetization program. And if you wanna see a full breakdown of my income reports, check out this video right here or learn more about YouTube right here. Make sure to like if you like and subscribe to my channel down below for more videos just like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.